to tell you a short story from my professional life. That was way back in 1987, possibly, when I just joined one of the corporates that I was working, and virtually I started my career with that. Okay, so I joined as a graduate engineer training, and we used to stay in a trainee hostel, and there obviously we used to interact with a lot of our batchmates, seniors, juniors, and all those things. We were staying together. So on one particular day, it such happened that we were actually discussing on in our dining hall about some issues. I don't exactly know what was that. So one of my colleagues who was a year senior, his name was Joseph. So he was discussing. There was another one of my batchmates called Anand. He was also there. We three were discussing about something, and then Joseph said during the conversation, Praval, what's your opinion about it? Instantly, Anand said, ha, what will he say? He doesn't know anything. That was exactly what his words were. He doesn't know anything. That particular incident had such a deep impact in my life and put such a deep scar mark in my mind that even till today, almost about 35, 40 years later, I could not forget that incident. I know some of you might have gone through such experiences in your life because I have passed through your age. I have passed through the stages that you are in right now as young professionals. I've seen the life that you're leading now and the challenges that you're facing. So I know exactly what are the pains or what might be the pains and different challenges that you are going through, but you are desperately looking for some solutions but are not able to possibly find something. There might be cases when even in corporate setup, professional setup, even your personal setup also in your friend circles, you might be ignored. In a group of 5 people, everybody talks to everybody else and you feel somehow left out. You try to speak out something and you are overshadowed by somebody else's loud talk. You're not able to speak. You are being underestimated, like what Anand did to me. Okay, I'm sure many of you must have experienced that kind of I would say, humiliation. There might be cases when you are talking one-on-one with one of your friends or one of your colleagues or whosoever, and then a third person joins, and then you are suddenly completely ignored. I mean, without closing the discussion that you two were having, the person you are speaking to so long, so far, suddenly turns his entire attention to the third person because he being a more charismatic personality and he simply ignores your presence. I'm sure this also must have happened with some of you possibly. It also might happen that which had happened several times during my early career. That let's say you are making a presentation, you're giving a speech or you're addressing a small audience in your office setup, you're making a corporate presentation, and then you find people, laid back, yawning, looking here and there, they're just not paying any interest. And you can feel that you are not able to connect with them. I'm sure some of you are there who are watching this video have gone through these phases because I have gone through these phases. And that's the reason why I know how to come out of these phases. And these are all related to my lack of communicating properly, not just in spoken English, which I was fairly good at, but expressing myself as a confident person, as an influential person, as a person of who matters in the society, in the office, in his friend circles. To have that kind of a personality, that kind of a presence among people. That's what was the challenge during my earlier days when I was, in my early 20s, which many of you are, or maybe late 20s, early 30s even. So I can share my experience with you. I can help you to understand and to learn how to get out of that situation and become a more confident person so that nobody dares to ignore you or underestimate you again in future. Try to grab a copy of my upcoming book, which is titled Speak Without Words: Your Journey to the Mastery of Nonverbal Communication. And please keep following my channel, Rejection to Recruitment, where I'll be sharing my experiences with you, and step by step I'll take you along how to be a person of your choice, of your idol in your own life. Thank you.